Today we're taking a look at Avalanche's Avax coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Avax go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into Avalanche's Avax coin chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Avax or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. And from our last analysis, I must say, guys, I think we absolutely nailed what was going to happen. We discussed about how this upwards trending channel had formed itself and that we were expecting to start moving along that sort of trajectory, bouncing off the top and the bottom of that. And that is exactly what occurred. We almost mapped it out to the T as well. So I'm very, very excited, very happy to see this occurring because it shows a bit more confidence and a bit more strength coming into Avax, and we're seeing similar sort of occurrences across other cryptos as well. So really good stuff, guys. Right now we're sitting at a value of $22.26, but on the 20th of July we did hit a day high of $26.33. That's when we tested the top end of this channel. And what I'm expecting now is this channel is just going to continue. We are moving along quite nicely, and as you can see, it has maintained the channel in its entirety basically, except for a little slip there, but we quickly jump back in. Interestingly enough, volume wise, we haven't actually seen massive buying or massive selling. I think people are still a bit uneasy about investing in crypto, and that goes for Avax as well. But you can see that even though we are seeing, I suppose, small volumes, we are moving now in the right direction. It's looking like we have the possibility of the market now bottoming out. And you can see, since we then did hit our peak over here, the volume has been descending, people waiting for the bottom end of this channel to come into play and for a buying opportunity back down there to quickly move back upwards. Most notably, I must say we have had a few different things occur. First and foremost, the 20-day moving average has crossed above the 50-day moving average. This is a major signal for a reversal in the overall trend. The fact that we did on the 16th break through, of course, that 50-day moving average was a very big for us, and now we're seeing that cross of the 20-day above it. That is big news and a big tick of confidence for Avax. The last time we were above this point was all the way over here on the 22nd of April, so months ago, when we entered our final descent down to the bottom over here, of course. But it's looking like things are getting better for Avax overall. Secondly, I'd like to point out we have managed to, I suppose, not only maintain the upwards trending channel, but break through a few horizontal points of support and resistance as well. That is not the icon I wanted. There we go. Let me just grab that one here. I'll grab this, extend it out, and you can see we have a major point of support, which we've broken through, and of course, a major point of resistance, and now acting as support as well over here, sitting at $21. We're bouncing off that point right now as well, which is really cool. We may not even hit the bottom end of the channel. We may see a bounce here back upwards or even some sideways movement until that key point of support does actually align with the channel itself. So all in all, looking very good, very positive at this point in time. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the price action over the next few weeks, because all things at the moment, from just looking at the chart briefly, are looking positive. Let's take a look at a few of the indicators that we, of course, like to have a look at. RSI, I think this was to be expected. Now, RSI basically bottomed out over here on the 13th at 26.55, and since that point in time has kept moving up. Now, just the day prior to our peak, we hit a peak of 65.1 on the RSI. Now we're sitting at a value of 53.19 as a little bit of consolidation occurs up here. All very healthy things, and we want to see a bit of a drop in this so that when we do start moving back upwards, we can actually get a bit of momentum and have plenty of room to move upwards as well. So really looking good from that perspective. very, very healthy signals. MACD, now this is going to be a good one. And the MACD, once again, we're seeing multiple rejections of that 12-day EMA on the 26-day EMA. So you can see right now, probably the worst thing for us is that this 12-day is now getting very, very close once again to the 26-day EMA. Now, we don't want to see a cross of that occur because that could be a signal for some people to start selling off. Instead, we want to see once again another rejection. And given that we are now starting to bounce off this horizontal support line at $21, that is becoming more and more likely. I'm just going to go to the hourly perspective because that will help us out a bit more understanding on what is exactly happening right now. And as we zoom in, you can see bounces are occurring. We had a bounce 3 times over the past 24 hours off this point. That could be seen as a triple bottom, but to be honest, given that this is the daily or the hourly chart, sorry, I wouldn't really consider it that way. But you can see this support line keeps getting rejected by the price action and we are moving up and away from it. Hopefully we do see some major movements within the next 24 hours off that point, at least back up to around about here, the $24 mark, just so it's clear that we're seeing some good movement. We are seeing the sells obviously start to hit as we move down towards that point. Now, that's fine as long as this support holds up. As I mentioned, we need the RSI to cool off, so these things are to be expected. Overall, where do I think we are going to end up within, I suppose, the next week to 2 weeks? Well, I'm expecting another test of the top end of our channel over the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to map out basically what I'm expecting. Obviously, we've gone up this way, we've tested the top, we come back down. I'm expecting a bounce off this point and hopefully another movement upwards in this sort of a way. And that would basically put us at roughly the $27 to $29 mark, in my opinion, if it maps out exactly as we have seen right here. The other possibility is, though, we do see a bit of sideways movement towards this point over here before we then do bounce back upwards again. Either way, both situations are good for us. The second option means we do see the RSI cool off a bit more consolidation occurs at this support point, and that means we have a better platform to continue moving off of. So to be quite honest, that second option there is actually my preference, and I'm going to make that one blue because, actually let's make a different blue so it stands out. That is probably my preference right now, given the fact that consolidation is good, consolidation is healthy. You need to see a healthy amount of selling when you are still moving in an upwards direction. Overall price target, maintain of course this channel, and I'd hope to see that possibly even the $30 mark coming into play within the next few weeks. That wraps up today's analysis on Avalanche's Avax coin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.